This is High School Clubs, the show about the clubs that actually change your life. Your hosts are Robbie and Terry, both 15. Every week they break it down so you actually get it.
Show about the clubs that actually change your life. I'm Terry.
And I'm Robbie. And today we're asking the big question, is National Honor Society actually worth your time? Or is it just a fancy sticker for your college application?
I joined NHS last year and I still don't know the answer. So this should be a very honest episode.
NHS has been around since 1921, which means it's older than sliced bread. Literally, sliced bread was invented in 1928.
So we've been pinning little torch logos on overachievers for over 100 years. That's commitment.
The four pillars are scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Which sounds great until you realize character is extremely hard to grade.
Your GPA has to be at least 3.0 to even apply at most schools, though a lot of chapters require 3.5 or higher.
So right away, NHS is self-selecting for kids who already have their act together. Which raises the question, does NHS make you better, or does it just recruit people who already are?
That's the chicken and egg problem of every honor society ever.
The service hours requirement is real though. Most chapters want somewhere between 10 and 20 hours per semester minimum.
And unlike just saying I volunteer on a form, NHS actually tracks it. Your advisor knows if you bailed on the food drive.
Accountability, the secret ingredient nobody puts on their resume but everybody needs.
The scholarship side is genuinely useful, though. EHS awards millions of dollars every year. The national organization alone gives out over $400,000 in scholarships annually.
$400,000 divided among high schoolers who already had good grades. Still, every bit helps when college costs what it costs.
Don't make me think about college costs. I'm 15.
Fair point. Moving on, let's talk about the induction ceremony, which is either deeply meaningful or a little bit dramatic depending on your personality.
There are candles, there's a torch, someone reads a poem. I cried, but I also cry at commercials, so take that data point with caution.
The ceremony has been basically the same since the 1920s, which is either beautiful tradition or a sign that nobody updated the PowerPoint.
Probably both now. The criticism, some people say NHS has become so common it doesn't actually stand out anymore.
About 1 million students are inducted into NHS chapters every year across the country. 1 million is a lot of torches.
When 1 in 5 high schoolers with strong grades is in NHS, colleges definitely notice it, but they're not doing backflips about it either.
It's table stakes at competitive schools. Necessary but not sufficient, as the math teachers say.
So why bother? Here's why I think it's still worth it. The local chapter is where it actually matters.
Say more, I'm intrigued.
A weak chapter is just a certificate and a cord at graduation. A strong chapter runs tutoring programs, organizes real community projects, and gives you leadership roles that actually teach you things.
So NHS is only as good as the people running it at your specific school, which is true of basically every club.
Right, and that means you have power. If your chapter is sleepy, you can wake it up, run for an officer position, propose something real.
The officer structure, president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, historian, those roles show up on applications and they mean something if you actually did the work.
Historian is underrated, by the way. You document everything, which sounds boring but is actually a creative job if you make it one.
I feel like you have opinions about this because you are the historian.
I have opinions about this because I am the historian and I made a very good Instagram for our chapter.
Okay, so real talk. The main knock on NHS from skeptical students is that it's performative. You do the minimum hours you listed, done.
And that critique is fair. If you treat it like a box to check, it becomes a box you checked. The box doesn't care about you.
But if you treat it like an actual community of people who are trying to do something, it can be the most useful network in your building.
Senior members mentoring freshmen, study groups that actually work, connections to teachers who write the best recommendation letters. That's the hidden value.
Recommendation letters? The currency of the junior year economy?
Advisors who see you show up consistently for 2 years write very different letters than teachers who just know your test scores.
So the verdict, NHS is worth it if you engage, hollow if you don't, and the ceremony has candles either way.
Beautifully summarized. 10 words or fewer next time, though.
I used more than 10 words, I counted, but my point stands.
Bottom line, don't join NHS to impress a spreadsheet. Join because your school's chapter does something real, or because you want to make it do something real.
And if neither of those is true, your time might genuinely be better spent on a club that fits who you actually are.
That's the most honest thing we've said all episode, and it took us 38 turns to get there.
Growth. Anyway, thanks for listening to High School Clubs. We'll keep asking whether the things everyone tells you to do are actually worth doing.
Because someone has to, and it might as well be us.
See you next week on High School Clubs.